Good afternoon everybody, and welcome to Spurn Point. If you're not sure where Spurn Point is, I'll stick a little map up, you can have a quick look at it there. And but basically it's a little peninsula that sticks out into the Humber estuary, and at the very end of it, it's got a couple of lighthouses. It used to have an RNLI set up down there, but now they've moved across the water to Barton upon Humber now, but all the buildings are still there, all the houses are still there. And it's an amazing place to photograph. It's got a bird sanctuary to my right hand side, and there's lots and lots of people out there photographing birds at the moment there, so it's a really nice place. The only downside, if you wanted to bring your dogs, you can't bring them down here because of the bird sanctuary, so that's just something else to bear in mind. But a couple of days ago I was up at Whitby and had really nice calm conditions because the wind was down to about 9 miles an hour, and I got some really nice soft ethereal light and got some great images. And today's looking not too bad. I've got a harsh sun, but by the time we start taking our proper pictures, the sun should be going down and it should be fairly soft. So my aim today is to get some nice ethereal fine art images of the groynes and turning the water to like a nice milky effect, and then hopefully, if we can do it, removing the horizon in the picture as well. So we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah, we're doing good, really excited. Time check, it's 6:25 at the moment, so we're not doing too bad. High tide is going to be at 9 o'clock, and it's a 6.5 meter tide, so hopefully the tide will be high enough to where my favorite groyne is, and it covers it, and then we'll get the desired effect. What's nice is if you look at the waves aren't very aggressive at all, so it looks like it's going to be a nice steady afternoon of just some nice easygoing photography. So really good stuff, very enjoying it. So without further ado, I'll leave you for now, and then I'll catch you up the tide hut. I believe we're here. Right, here we go. I'm now at the tidal shelter. Yes, so we're just going to pop down there, have a quick look now, check out my groynes and see hopefully that they're not covered up at the moment. So let's go and have a look. And I'm pleasantly surprised, and the tide hasn't quite hit them yet, so we'll be checking them out in a second. So I'm going to turn you around and let you have a quick look at what I'm looking at. So they're looking ready to go. Quite excited about this. And I normally do some pictures over these groynes over here on the left hand side, so I think we're going to go over here and just do some shots while these ones here are still filling the water. So let's get down to the beach. There's a little area down here just further down. So this is my favorite groynes. Love this. This one has been photographed to death. So if you ever call anything a honeypot in Spurn Point, this is the honeypot, this groyne here. So it's an absolute cracker. So coming in there, it doesn't look very big at the moment, but as I'm coming into it now, oh, there's lots of feet marks, but it doesn't matter. Look at this. So this is what we're going to be photographing in about an hour's time, I think. Looking pretty good. Oh, and what's really nice is it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, it's got 4 boards, possibly 5 boards. I think the last time I was here, there was only about 2 boards showing. So it's going to be really nice. This is going to be the angle. All we need now is for the sea to come up. But until then, we're going to head down this little bit of beach down here, and we'll do some pictures on these groynes that go out there. So let's go and get some photographs taken. Right guys, here we are. This is going to be our first composition. I'm going to basically do a quick shot just down here while I can. I'm running out of time as we speak because the tide's coming in now, and looks like I'm not going to get anything else. So I'm either going to get this shot here and then that shot over there, and then that's probably my lot for tonight. So that's okay. We'll get some nice shots. We'll work really fast and get some images now. So without further ado, let's get the camera kit out quickly. Get the camera on, let's get the camera back up so I don't get caught out and get water in the bag. I'm going to be using some ND filters later, but for now let's just get the filter holder on quickly. Take off this I think I've got a three stop filter on, which I've been using for the video camera. So I'll just take that off now, and then I'm going to put myself a gradiated filter on, just to get us going, to get some sky going. But before I do that, I think I'm going to go straight to the ND64, that's the 6 stop. I can go into there now. Let's have a look at that, spin it round, check it out. Oh! Right, okay, slow it right down to 30 seconds quickly. 30 seconds, F11, looking good. Let's get my horizontal sorted out there. Let's go as wide as I can. Let's line it up there. I'm going to come back as far as I can. Okay, I'm going to put my focus point onto, going to press the button in the middle, and you can see the red dot. I'm going to move the red dot up there, so let's put the focus point onto here. Find something with a bit of contrast, like that. Okay, click onto there. I'm in focus. Let's line it up. Let's get my horizontal sorted out. I really need a grad now. I need to pull the sky in because the sky's too bright. So let's bring the gradiated filter in here. So I've got a 1.6 in there. Bring that into there. That's lovely. Bringing that down, bring it up, there we go, and take the picture. Right, again, I got well and truly caught out then. I got wet feet, but I managed to get the picture, and I'll put it up now as we speak. But that composition is now gone. There's no way of getting anything else now, so it's a case of now popping back up to my original composition. The water is at the very top of it now, so we're probably only about 5 minutes off, so we're going to head up there now. Right, we've come up to my favourite groin. It looks massive today, looks huge. Right, that's looking good there now, so we've got a nice soft slice. What I'm doing, I'm steering well away from it at the moment, because you saw how crazy the water was down there and how fast it came in there. So I want to give myself plenty of chance here to get away from any waves that come in there. So I'm going to back off a little bit. I'm just going to look at this area here. The red stone there, I'll probably just have to clone that one out, but I'm looking for a nice diagonal. What I'm going to take you to in camera, let you have a quick look what I'm doing there. So let's get this turned on. So I'm going to literally find my focus point. Let's get my glasses on there. So here we go. So let's lock it onto this. I'm going to use this one here as my focus point first. Click onto there. Got a green light. Yeah, there's a green light. That's good. Let's do my horizontals. Get my horizontal spot on. Let's lift up my graduated filter. Let's check the polarizer and see what I'm getting with the polarizer. You can see it coming in there. This is out. And then let's bring it back into about there. That's a little bit there. That's quite nice. I like that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is lift that up there from the bottom. So I'm just waiting for enough water to come around the bottom, and we're off. So we'll let that one do its bit. And then as soon as that's done, I'm going to probably come a little bit closer to the left, and then I'm going to try and move the diagonals. Excellent. And I think that's just done for that one. Let's come back. So what I'm going to do now is I want to exaggerate this diagonal, so I want more of a diagonal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the left hand side. I'll just take this onto normal camera now, and here we go. Should wake up in a second. That's it. Let's come over this side. Okay, and then I'm going to come down to here, line it up again. So I'm not bothered about the horizon now. I just need to get some pictures in the bag. I just need to do some variety. I'm going to probably come down to F9, probably there. So F10. Let's let that one go, and we'll see what that one brings. Okay, that's it, and we're up. Let's have a quick look at that. And that is beautiful. Let's have a quick check on that. So once again, I'm going to bring you into camera again. So that's good there. So click onto there. Click onto that. Bring you into camera now. There you go. That's lovely. So once again, let me do a check on my focus. Focus is lovely there. Can't go wrong with that. Really like that. That's great. Let's come backwards. That's really nice. And then let's do a quick check on my exposure. Exposure is looking spot on there, so we're right on the exposure. That's looking great. So that's great. Let's change the composition again quickly because we're running out of time. As you can see now, the sea's creeping up and up and up. So I've got just the two boards showing at the moment. So let's have a look at that one. Let's go a little bit higher up again. That's quite nice, I like that. That's a good shot. That's not too bad a composition. I'm going to put you into camera so you can have a look. I quite like these little groynes in the foreground on the left hand side, just to fill that as a nice bit of foreground. The stones are disappearing there, and then as I say, the background is just starting to disappear bit by bit. That's lovely, I like that one, that's a really nice shot. So let's do another one. Let's just line up again quickly. Looking up to there. So again, we'll try to keep this tripod out of the water as it comes in. Turn this to here. Horizontal's correct. I've got my green line on there. Let's get my focus point sorted out. We're moving that out of the way. So there's my focus. Always going to be on this one here. That's my first point. Just move to the right a little bit, and again, that's spot on there. I quite like that. So I'm going to shoot down straight away there. It's going to lock onto there. This water's sneaking in fast on me as we go. Let's take this one. I'm actually going to prefer to take this at 60 seconds, and I'm going to go up a little bit on that, and then there, we're off. So this one's going to be 60 to the second. I think it's going to be f8 ISO 64. So 60 seconds. Let's hope that this one gives me a nice shot. Right, still going, clicking on that one, that's still going there. Back into camera as well, the same thing, so we can see what's going on. And that is looking absolutely spot on for what I want. That's a really, really nice, simple groin photograph there. So let's move my focus point over onto that one there. There you go, locked it on there. Got a 60-second exposure, f9. Let's check my clouds in the background, see if I can make that a little bit darker there. Let's check my polarizer. So I'm going to bring it to about there. That's good. That's as good as it gets, guys. Let's take the picture. Really nice shot that is. We're getting to the end of it, guys. Beautiful soft light. I must come here and do this in the evening more often, because in the morning, when the sun's out in the morning, the sun's literally just coming up over there, and it's literally in the face of the camera. I'll put a picture up from the last one. You can see how harsh it was, but this is gorgeous light. Really, really nice light. It's just a shame about the sky in the background where it's just too vibrant and too harsh. I may have to use another sky, and we'll do that in post for later on. I'll let you have a look at that. So let's have a look at that. Coming down to 7 seconds, not looking too bad. Let's have a look at that now. So, and we're there. So again, what I'll do, I'm going to turn this on camera off and bring it back in again. Let's go back into. So this time, as I said, what I'll do is I'm going to do the same picture again, but I'm going to bring the zoom back a bit and bring those groins in from the left hand side. There you go. And then coming into zoom into that bit there, bring those groins into there. I think that's about it there. Get my horizontals correct, bring that into there. That's nice. Right, look at the light on these groins now. Let's do the same shot again. They've been lit up now, so we've got some magical light. I'm just going to check the exposure on that. That was slightly up, so I'm going to make this one a little bit darker, because obviously the light is a bit. I'm going to take that now. So what I've done, I've stopped it down by 2, so I've taken it from f9 up to f11, because the sun's just catching the top of these groins. It may not be enough. I may have to give it a bit more, but as I say, that sun's just catching them now. So this is going to be an interesting picture. I'm not sure where this one's going to go. We may have to start exposing for the sun, where the sun's hitting it, but that's interesting. Right, different composition. We've moved over to the left hand side. We're going to go to in camera, let you have a look at what I'm doing. Right, my issue is at the moment is these groins. Let's turn the display off. These groins, okay, so let's have a look at this. So these groins down here, I don't want them to get in the way of these ones at the back. So basically, I've got to make sure that I don't come to here, because that's no good. So I've got to bring in, so they're in between about there. That's about it as far as it goes there. So lock it onto there, and I think that's going to be my next shot. Let's zoom in as much as I dare. I'll lose that first groin. I can clone that one out later on, and the water I can clone out later on. So I'm going to come across to there. I'm going to come a bit further into there. I'm going to focus on this one, and I think get my horizontals correct there. There you go. Check out my polarizer if it's working. It is. Let's bring the polarizer. So maybe I want a bit lighter this time. I'm going to make it a bit lighter. There you go. And I think that's looking too bad. I'm going to bring the sky in the back. Okay, that's good. And that is it. Let's just lock it onto there. And I think that is it. So that's it. We're exposing 60 seconds. That's there now. Okay, so let's do a quick check on the histogram. Look at that, absolutely perfect there. Really like that one. That's a really nice shot. I love that. Really soft light, zoom in. Yeah, really soft light, beautiful light there. And even at the very end, we've got a little bit of light on the top of those groynes at the back there. So that's amazing light. So, yeah. Nice. Let's do another one. What I'll do is I'll put the picture up now as we speak. It's just going to check it. Wow, that's beautiful. I'm just going to check my display, and my display is perfect. Everything's right in there. Really nice. I'm going to come back. Just going to check my focus points. So I'm coming nice and close. Absolutely spot on. That's a beautiful picture there. So you can see the shot there. Not much more to say really. It looks like at the moment now, I think it's just calming off. It's hovering now. This may be the highest. I'll take that back. I thought this may be the highest tide, but obviously it's now just come past my point here. So I'm going to go back that way. I'm going to do like a 3/4 shot. And there's nothing wrong with doing this, guys. You can milk it to death. As long as you get one really good picture at the end of it, and then one you can go home with, and there's a portfolio shot, can't go wrong. So let's move over here. I'll bring you with me in a minute. Wow, check this one out. I've just put it up now as we're speaking. It was a bit of a naughty one. I couldn't help myself. I saw the old lobster pot up on the rocks up there, and I thought, well, why not? Let's chuck it down as a foreground, and I've used it as a foreground, and it looks quite nice actually. I quite like the look of that. Wow, amazing. Right, I think that'll do, guys. I think we've got a really nice set of images there. I know it's only just on this groynes only because all the other groynes are actually underwater, but it's allowed me to get some really nice images. It's amazing how it's changed over the last an hour and a half when the light's been going down from behind, you know, clipping the top of the buoys. But really enjoyed it. It's been really good, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. So if you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe, and then we'll catch you on the next one. Oh, check out these one here. I'm going to turn you over and see you can see these. Going to spin you around to the left. Got the speedy boys coming in there. Amazing, crazies.